Okay guys, in this video we'll be doing the 10 pointer machine named Kevin from Proving Grounds. So 10 pointer machines in the Proving Grounds are pretty straightforward. You will get the version number and you directly search for the exploit, or you will have the file upload functionality. You upload the shell and get the shell. There will be no privilege escalation. So let's get this started. So copy the IP address, and I have already run the nmap scan. So we have the web port open, and we have SMB, and we have bunch of RPC processes. So the way all of these are rabbit holes, only this one is the correct way. So let's go and open this in the browser, and it says HP Power Manager. So let's type the credentials admin. Let's see if we have access, and we can see we got the access. So it says HP Power Manager, and it says remote agent not connected. So maybe it has some SNMP port, I don't know, running internally. So let's check the logs. Setup. Type the credentials again. Click on help, and here you will get the correct version, HP Power Manager 4.2. so you can search exploit HP Power Manager. So it's 4.2. so this can be run without Metasploit. So we will also look at this Metasploit, and also this is the go ahead web server. It has some few vulnerabilities. So if you put %2f, you will get the source code of this ASP page. So you will not find any juicy information in the source code, but it's one of the vulnerability in the go ahead web server, that is the improper input sanitization. So let's mirror this one. Let's open this Sublime Text. So it's like a buffer overflow, and you can see this is the egg. So this looks like a egg hunter shell code. So what actually this means is I think this is the actual shell code. This is called a egg hunter. So this code will search for all the strings in the memory, and it will search for this noob. So whenever this noob has been found, and it identifies that the next byte after these 8 bytes is the starting of the shellcode, and it will make the jump to the shellcode. So this is called egg hunter technique. So you don't need to write the exploit from scratch. All you need to do is delete this reverse shell, and we need to put our payload. So alphanumeric, we need to use the encoder. So these are the bad characters. You can see we have a lot of bad characters. So let's generate the payload MSF Venom. And let's specify the bad characters. And I'll host. And I'll put as 80, because we can see the 80 port is open, maybe the outbound port is open, so you can get the reversal. Port 80, and you need to use encoder, right? So let's search for this. alpha mixed encoder. So I forgot this actual name. x86 alpha underscore mixed. Format as C. So copy this and paste exactly after this noob. So paste here and let's start listening on the port 80. So now I think everything is fine. So you need to change this port. I think it's by default port 80. Yes. So let's go and Python. See, you can see the print does not have the brackets, so it's Python 2. So the host IP address. So this is normal print statement. So we need to wait for up to 1 minute to get the reversal. So it also have the module in the Metasploit. So you can see we got the connection. Who am I? We are the system. And also these 10 pointer boxes are very tempting to use Metasploit. So like they will give you like modified or like easy version that available in the Metasploit. So like Eternal Blue, etc. So you can see this one we can use this, use to. I think we need to exit this one, so let's exit. Then this Metasploit can start the listening on port 8. Now run this. I think we need to reset this box because it's a buffer overflow. Since we got the shell and we did not specify the exit function as thread, so that's why application may be crashed. So let's refresh this and you can see it's still refreshing. So you can take this as a task. You first exploit this using the Python and then reset the box and again use the Metasploit to pawn this.